Hey team, I hope you're well and I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I just wanted to come on today and just share a little bit of mindset on the way I see things, the sort of mindset that I've developed within myself by taking myself out my comfort zone in many different ways, and the balance and harmony that I've created within myself in turn. So if we are staying in our comfort zone most of the time, most of the day, like comfort eating, sitting on the couch, the sofa, watching Netflix, only taking ourselves out for our work and then coming home and just staying wrapped up the rest of the night, then that's exactly how your life is going to be. And if you're willing to tolerate that, then that's fine. Then whatever you tolerate will be for you. But if we can start to say yes to these uncomfortable situations, as long as you're not putting yourself in danger, then you're going to grow as a person, as a human being. You're going to find out your strengths, you're going to find out your weaknesses, you're going to find out exactly who you are. And it's a lifelong journey. It takes a bit of time. So start to move into these different areas with ease and patience, and be good, be nice to yourself. From taking myself into a martial arts gym when I was younger, to becoming a yoga instructor, breathwork instructor, Reiki instructor, all these different aspects of healing, growing, learning about myself. I have developed a mindset that is calm, relaxed, present. I feel so much more balanced within myself. I've created harmony between my physical, my mental, my emotional centres. And I think that this is what's lacking right now in this day and age, or one of the things I should say at least. When we start to figure out the physical, the mental and the emotional, this is the body, the mind and our breath. These are the very basic tools. I say basic, the very fundamental tools, but the most amazing tools that we have. These tools were given to us by whoever it was, God, universe, the creator, whatever you want to call it. They were given to us to help us survive and get through our day. But we take our breath for granted, we take our body for granted, we take our mind for granted. We have all these technologies, different tools, hand tools, power tools, all these different tools and technologies, from cars to mobile phones. We really want to know and figure out how to work these, and we do not know how to work our body, our mind and our breath. These are the most vital and the most basic, but the most amazing tools that we have. So when you can learn to move your body in different directions, control your body, find flexibility in your body, coordination in your body, you start to become a more whole and complete and stronger human being. Then starting to figure out how your mind works, how thoughts work, how to observe your thoughts and not to run with every single thought, is an amazing tool, another amazing tool to have. It's so much power. We have so many thousand thoughts every single day, and if we were to run and give energy to every single one of these thoughts, then we're going to have no energy for the most important things in our life: family, kids, hobbies, whatever it is. So we figure out these tools and we figure out how to synchronize our breathing. This is a major thing that we're not realizing just now. We're not looking into just now. Well, we are starting to, but we are very far behind in this amazing tool that we have, is in the breath. The breath is the most important tool we have. We can't live long without breath. It's the first thing we do when we're born is breathe. It's the last thing we do before we die is breathe. So why are we not getting in control of our breathing, or at least observing and bringing awareness to our breath? The breath is the most powerful and the most fundamental tool that we have. When we can sync our breathing to our movement and use our breath to quiet, calm and stabilise our mind, then we become so powerful. We become so powerful in our approach to life, and we can be that rock of stability for every single person in our life. These are the three most basic tools that we have, and when we can start to bring awareness to and start to work and find balance and harmony between these three basic tools, then we become so powerful. This full experience of life is an experience. We are going through our day, getting into different situations, meeting people, all these different things, and we're absorbing, we're taking in information. If we are in a state of stress, fight or flight, then this experience is going to be not so good. If we're constantly stressed in our fight or flight, the experience that I'm going to have there is going to be very, very stressful. Because I'll become very anxious, fearful in my experience and my approach to new things. But if I can remain calm, present, relaxed and grounded, and when we learn this from figuring out our body, our mind and our breath, then this experience is going to be so much better for us. And for me, it's an ongoing process, don't get me wrong. I'm still working on it. I work on it every single day, because I know that when I walk out that door in the morning to whatever I'm going to be doing, that stress, life, all these anxieties are going to hit me square in the face. But if I can look to work all these different aspects, then this experience is going to be so much better for me. I'm going to be calm, I'm going to be present, I'm going to be in the moment. There's not much can go wrong when you're living in that flow state, and that is the state you want to, we need to try and get ourselves into as best we can. It's very difficult, and it's an ongoing process. Every single day we must get on these tools and techniques, whatever tools and techniques it is that works for you, because everybody's different. But if we can stay in a state of flow, then every situation, every single person, every event that happens in your life, you're going to be completely present, centered, balanced, and have a better understanding and deal with it in a better manner. So learning these basic tools and techniques, I'm not going to give any techniques today, I just wanted to have a wee chat. But these tools and techniques that align with your mind, your body and your breath, and have you living in this state of flow, is a must. And if we can learn these tools and techniques, it's going to have you living in harmony, keep you healthy, happy, balanced. Then we can begin to teach your kids, because the kids are the future. If we are stressed out all the time, we're not in harmony or balance, and we've got kids around us, young people around us, then what are we teaching our kids? Because the kids are looking at us, looking for advice, they're taking on our energy, how we deal with things, our habits, our good habits, our bad habits. If we are unaware of our bad habits and we're an autopilot round about our kids, then you're teaching your kids exactly the same way. How you deal with stuff is how your kids are going to deal with stuff. How you deal with stress is how your kids are going to deal with stress. So we really need to bring awareness to these things, these key skills. They don't need to be anything difficult. It's key skills like breath awareness. Bring awareness to your breathing. How are you breathing? How do you breathe? Because how you breathe is how you perceive. As in, how you're breathing is how you're going to perceive life. If a situation, a person or an event gets you in a panic and your breath starts to go, then do you know the skills and techniques to get yourself back out of that panic? Because a panic will start with your breathing, and a panic will also end with your breathing. But when we can learn these key skills, if we're aware of our breathing, if we're aware of our habits, our reactions, our actions, our emotions, then we can teach our kids exactly the same by showing them. We can't teach our kids by telling them. We need to show the kids. So it's up to me and you to learn how our mind, our body and our breath works, bring balance, harmony, synchronize all of the above, and create better energy within ourselves, learn how to regulate our emotions, our thoughts, our actions, our reactions to life, and teach our kids by showing them and not telling them. Because I know what I was like when I was younger. Somebody tried to tell me something, my parents tried to tell me something, and they weren't doing the same thing. You're like, I'm not listening to you. But if you teach your kids by showing them the way, then that's exactly the way they're going to go. And it's very difficult in this day and age, but if every single person starts to realise how powerful they are by being able to manage their breath, manage their body, manage their mind, and not letting the outside world sway them in any way, staying balanced and grounded, you're going to teach your kids a far better way than what's happening right now. It's not looking too good out there in some cases, but everybody seems misguided, uninformed. And when you can start to bring back the awareness to yourself, put yourself first and foremost, even though you've got kids, even though you've got a wife or a husband, a job, a business, if you put yourself first, then you're automatically putting your kids, your job, your wife, your husband, you're putting them first. And at the same time, you're showing them how to put their self first. And it's not even being selfish, it's being selfless. If I look after myself, automatically everybody in my circle, my family, my friends, my community are looked after. If I don't look after myself, then who's looking after them? Because it's no me. The best achievement that I could ever advise, or the best success story I could ever advise on somebody working hard to achieve, would be to be themselves, to be completely themselves, no matter how hard it is to do that for yourself. This is the most valuable thing you can be, is yourself. You can't be anybody else. So if you can find yourself, be yourself, by yourself, completely your authentic self, and it comes by learning how to control your breathing, work your body, get strong, get flexible in the body, and then become calm and quiet, relaxed, stable in the mind, then you will definitely find your complete and true self. And that's the only way we're going to get through this time we're going through right now, is to go in the way, to find yourself, be yourself, completely by yourself. No vices, because any vice that you have, you're teaching your kids. Even though you hide it from them just now, they're going to see it at some point. You're teaching your kids that that's how you deal with stress, with that vice. External validation. Yeah, it's good for people to think that you're this and that, and yeah, it's good, but it is false in a sense. Because when you can no longer attain that external validation, then what happens? You need to validate yourself from within. And it all comes back to finding yourself, being yourself, without external validation. And then you teach your kids to become so much more secure within themselves. The kids are the future, 100%. I'm just so glad that I've worked on myself, and I'm still working on myself. It's an everyday process and progress, ups and downs like everybody else. But within myself, I've found balance and harmony and security. I love jiu-jitsu, I love yoga, I love all these different things, but when the time comes when I can't practice these disciplines anymore, I know for a fact that I'm going to be secure within myself. Because all I need to do is shut my eyes, find my breath, relax my body, and I'm there. I've found myself completely, fully. And then in turn, I'm going to teach my kids. And it's amazing that I've met Amanda. I've met somebody that's in the same boat, same wavelength as me, because we're building a strong family unit with balance, harmony, and becoming more flexibility in the mind and the body. So finding your true self, becoming your true self, being relaxed in every situation is the way that we need to be. Because if the outside world is controlling the inside world, then whatever happens outside is going to pull you and push you from pillar to post. And it should be the inside world, starting with the breath, that regulates your mind, your body, your emotions, and creates the outside world. We are powerful creators. Whatever we hold in our mind, we can hold in our hands. But if the outside world is controlling you and you're not controlling the outside world, then we're never going to realise this. Finding ourselves, first and foremost, will help you become a better person overall, and then in turn teach your kids, teach anybody around you, and give them permission to find and become their true self. The kids are the future, but we've got to do right now, practice right now how we want our future to be. If every single stressful situation gets us so upset that we have to reach for a vice, or we have to do something that's detrimental to ourselves, then we're teaching the kids exactly the same. And at the same time, when you start to find yourself, manage your emotions, manage your stress, manage your anxiety, then what we do there is we start to figure out and realise the bad habits that we've created around about these stresses, this anxiety, this fear, this doubt. We've got our habits, our bad habits are directly connected to our stress levels. And when we learn to manage our stress by ourselves, then we realise these bad habits that we've created, and then that's when we can start to adjust and move away from these bad habits and learn to deal with stress, anxiety, fear by ourselves. So I'm not going to talk too much longer, but if we can find that calm, safe, harmonious and balanced space within ourselves in this environment, this is a full environment here, full universe if you want to call it that. If we can find that balance within, then we can project that balance and harmony without. And then whatever you put out, you get back. So think about it. Think about how you want your kids to be. And then you need to live it and breathe it. Work on yourself. Find yourself. Be yourself. Become yourself. And learn to do this by yourself. No vices. No external validation. Just you. Thank you.